Hi, beautiful. How are you? This is the journey to the Africana Woman Festival. My name is Chulu. I am your host, both on the podcast and at the festival. I am so excited to welcome you to this podcast series. It's a mini series that's really about sharing the behind the scenes, the making of the Africana Woman Festival, and sharing the process with you, introducing you to our guests, our speakers, our coaches, and yeah, just sharing my little heart. You know what? I feel like it's a little bit of um a journal, kind of just to remind me to say, okay, this is the process, this is what happened, and also a reminder to myself to enjoy the process, because sometimes you end up making something and then you get lost in everything, and you forget to actually just stop and smell the roses or laugh a little or enjoy yourself as you're going along, right? So this really is also a little bit of a journal for me. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that we have a festival. What? Hey! But first of all, can we just start with celebrating that the Africana Woman podcast just hit 30,000 downloads? Like, yeah, guys, hey, I can remember the day that I was seated at my desk and I was saying, I need to press play. Not play, I need to press, I need to upload these episodes and put them out in the world. And of course, so many things were running in my mind like, oh my gosh, is anyone going to listen to them? Is anyone going to like this? Like, what's going to happen? Oh my goodness. But 30,000 downloads later. Let's do this, people. Let's do this. Let's make it more than 30,000. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you listen. I'm so grateful that that our message is spreading, the movement is growing. Like, yeah, I'm very, very happy. So yeah, that's the first thing that I wanted to celebrate, because as you know, we always celebrating in the Africana woman community. We celebrate our wins and just celebrate each other, right? So festival. Now, like I said, my name is Chulu and I'm Zambian. I live in Kabwe. People get confused, first of all. They're like, but you're always in Lusaka. And I'm like, yeah, but I move around a lot. So I live in Kabwe. Kabwe is this tiny town. It's not even that tiny, to be honest. Anyway, it's a town right smack in the center of Zambia, and most people commute through it, but don't actually stop. But it's a really peaceful town. Yeah, so I live here, and I am I am someone who just I love events. If there's something I feel I was born to do is events. My goodness. I've been exposed to events for a very long time. My mom used to, help out people with different events. I remember one in particular. She helped my auntie do her kitchen party, and I just remember just being fascinated about how they organized everything, how they just everything came together. Everyone is working together, and I think that was probably like the seed to just be like, wow, maybe I want to do this thing, right? And I have done events, in high school. I remember doing our beauty pageant. Shout out to the Fatimanians. So I remember organizing, Miss Fatima and, things like that in another school. I was the chair of the fundraising committee. So we had to do events to raise money for our yearbook. And I remember organizing events for that, which was really fun. In uni, oh my goodness, I started a fashion club and we organized this fashion show, like the first fashion show on campus. And oh my gosh, that was actually really amazing. There was also the African Student Union. We did events like, shows and, organizing that. And I've just always been someone who just loves events. Well, if I'm being very honest, my actual goal my actual goal in life, or one of my goals, hey, is I really, 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 like really, really, really want to, um, I want to organize that first day of the Olympics. You know what I mean? Do you know where everybody comes out? All the countries come out with their flags, and then there's like this big show in the middle, and you're just like, what? Who thinks of things like that? Like, I've watched the Olympics, and I always say, oh my gosh, I wish that would be amazing just to organize that. I think that would be the top of my career as an event organizer, guys, because wow, just wow. Anyway, all this to say that you know, doing something like the Africana Woman Festival is something that comes very naturally to me. Because I absolutely love to bring people together. I love to celebrate people. I love to put a smile on people's faces. I love, love, love just making people find joy and also helping them to, I guess, have some sort of special experience, right? Because I feel like when I do an event, it's very much thought through from like when you arrive in the car park, what is your experience? What is your experience when you come to the door? What is your experience? So I'm a very like experiential person in all details, So oh my gosh, I even remember, I remember doing reunion for, that was like my one of my first jobs. I did a reunion for our college, and it was really cool. But yeah, so the Africana Women Festival, this is something that was really strongly put on my heart at the beginning of the year. And I could see it so vividly in my mind. I could see just like all these beautiful women coming together. And yes, by the way, guys, this event is just for women. I was being asked the other day, like, oh, can men come? And no, no, it's just for women. This is a safe space for us. It's just for women. Sorry, guys, there's plenty of other events, but yeah, like I could see it so clearly. Everybody just coming together, looking so gorgeous, having these amazing conversations, having a safe space just to be authentically yourself, say what you really want and mean, and just learning from each other, like being a sponge. And yeah, yeah, I just saw it so clearly. And I remember I sat down immediately and I wrote out this whole plan and said, okay, this is what it is. And it's interesting to see how, you have something in your head and then now you're like, okay, how do I bring this to life? Now, for me, who is like a seasoned event planner, trust me, even me, I have been humbled. I have been I've learned a lot on this journey so far, but it has so been worth it. So the festival, guys, is on the 2nd to the 3rd of August, and you can get your tickets right now on our website, and it is. You can get it on our website, africanawoman.com/festival. And I really recommend you actually get your tickets right now. So as we really prepare for you. Because if you know me, like I want to make sure that we know we acknowledge you. So, we do things like name tags, but if you're gonna, buy a ticket the day before the event. No, sis, you will not find a name tag. You will not find a name placement or anything like that. It's just not enough time. So, recommendation, get your ticket now. Okay, honey? All right. Yes, thank you. Now, like I said, it's 2 days. The first day, we're having a symposium and we're going to be talking about how to secure your future. And then the second day, we're doing a live podcast recording. And that is just going to be so exciting. I'm so excited. Last year, we had the podcast tour of the Africana Woman podcast, and it was phenomenal. So I'm excited for us to go bigger and better this year. Now, I think, let me see. Let's talk about 5 things that I've learned so far from organizing the festival. I think one of the things that it's done is it has sped up some things that I have been putting off. Or I don't even know if I've been putting them off, but more, you say you want to do something, you're like, yeah, I want to do this. Example, I want to have an online store, right? I see some people doing it and I'm thinking, wow, how do they do it? Like, what is the process? And yeah, I had to go through the process of, all right, let's figure out this payment wall, and then connect it to the website, and then what is the process thereafter. And the fact that we've managed to do that for the tickets means that we are now able to have, sell other products through our website. And I'm so proud that we managed to put that up. And it has been, yeah, I'm just so excited that, going through this going through this process of setting up how to sell the tickets for the festival has now opened up other doors for us as our business to now say, oh, we can sell tickets for, or we can sell our products, whether it's the journals, whether it's our courses, or the retreats, we can sell them online. So I'm very very proud that that is now set up. And I think another thing that I've learned is not to give my power away. There are a lot of things that we'll say to ourselves and say, I should hire somebody to do this. Somebody else is more equipped, more more able and capable of doing this. And one of those things is for the festival anyway, that I had originally, the first person actually that I reached out to was a web designer. I said, hey, I need you to design the website for me for the festival. This is what these are the components that I need, and all of that kind of stuff. And he was very game, very talented, and we started coming up with the concept, but it just wasn't working. Everything, it's like I was talking Chinese and then he was hearing Greek. I don't know what was going on. You know what I mean? I'm like, I would like this and this. And then he comes up with something completely different. And I'm like, yo, no, I can't do this. Anyway, so then I took it upon myself to really learn. Well, it's not even so much as learn, because I actually have been. I'm the one that updates and um, configures. I use configures the website. So I set it up. I did it myself. And I'm so proud of the way it looks and the way it's come out. And even the artwork for the festival, I mean, I do all of the artwork for Africana Women, so I ended up doing it. But I'm really grateful that I didn't outsource that, because there's so many things that need that I needed almost on the daily, And if we had gone that route of hiring somebody, wow, I can't even imagine what the costs would be because it would be just out of this world. There's so, like, every day I'm like doing a new artwork, the artwork for the coaches, the artwork for the competitions, the giveaways, oh my goodness, yeah. But I think it was really it's really been a nice reminder that um, don't give your power away so easily. There's so much you are capable of, and there's so much that's within you. And if you just trust yourself, you can actually get a lot done. And I must say so myself, I feel like it looks professional, and I'm very, very proud of the website. But I recommend, guys, go look at it on a computer versus your phone, because on your phone it's like there's some elements that are taken out and things like that. But look at the website on your computer. I feel like it's something I'm very, very proud of. So africanawoman.com/festival. And then the other thing that I have learned, this is, I guess, lesson number 3, is really learning how to tap into our community and the team. Oof, there's so much, guys, that goes into putting something like this together, and it's really not possible to do it alone. And I've got such an amazing team that is working on this, and I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for the dedication, the research, the legwork. Like, yeah, it's important. It's important to find people that can support you and can see the vision and really want to bring it alive with you. And I mean, we have a fun time. I always tell the ladies, like, listen, we're going to be celebrating everything. If it's even like a small thing, we're celebrating it. So if someone will be like, okay, this and this happened. And then there's, these stickers. I love stickers, by the way. The stickers of celebration in the group are so hilarious. They make me laugh and give me much more joy in the celebration that we have. So, yeah, I think the team has just been phenomenal, and knowing um, knowing that there are people who actually see your vision and want to support you is a really special feeling. This weekend we had our Africana Woman Book Club party in Lusaka. Yeah, okay, I'm laughing because there's someone who came and said, "Oh, when are we talking about the books?" And people were like, "Oh, someone told you we talk about the books." Hi guys, no, do you know what happened? In reality, it's not a space to talk about books, but it's really just a social space where we get to talk about the books is online. Yeah, but anyway, that's just a side talk. So anyway, somebody was asking me like, okay, how are you coping personally in terms of organizing this event? And I was telling them how um, I have had to really learn how to regulate my emotions, right? I mean, it's not like I don't want to say it like I've mastered it, but it's something that I've had to become very conscious about, because it's nerve wracking. You know, when you're doing something for the first time, and um, there's a lot of emotions that come up. You get activated in different ways, or, other people would say like triggered in different ways. But I've had to learn coping mechanisms and ways of self soothing, There's a lot of rejections that happen. There's a lot of imposter syndrome. There's a lot of fear that comes up. But how do you regulate those emotions and say, okay, let me still keep going and not quit? And that's something that I've really, really had to put into high gear and learn different techniques. I have been tapping, girl. I've been meditating. I've been doing visualizations. I can talk about all of this on another day, another episode, but there've just been some things that I have needed to do to be able to help myself um, feel safe, feel okay, and not be afraid of this thing that we are creating. So yeah, that I thought that was a really lovely question that someone asked me this weekend. So yeah, and then another thing um, that I've also learned or have have taken on board is really mastering, not, I don't want to say mastering, really coming into my own, I guess, with my relationship with money, right? When you're doing something like a festival, the numbers go up way quickly. They're really high. They're really big numbers that we're talking about. But at the same time, yes, there is financial literacy, but I think people don't talk enough about what your relationship with money is, right? How do you feel about it? Do you feel guilt? Do you feel shame? Do you feel that you're not worthy of money? How much money do you allow into your space or into your life? Because there is such a thing as having like a maximum and a minimum that of money that you allow into your life, right? So now if your maximum is like 5,000 and then you're doing a festival which it requires 500,000, like sis, we need to work on that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my relationship with money has now become a top priority in terms of how do I make sure that I am open and receptive to just allowing money to flow in my direction, and yeah, to make this all come together. Yeah, so that has been also very interesting. Again, I can talk about this more in detail on another day, about the things that I've learned and, different exercises that I do. So, yeah, I know it seems like, wait, you're talking about money relationships, you're talking about regulating your emotions when it comes to an event. Like, yeah, but trust me, it is so necessary. It is such a necessary part of putting all of this together. And I feel, and that's why I was saying, like, this is kind of like a journal for me in terms of really just documenting what has happened or what is happening, and coming back to it later when the festival comes together and you're like, what? This is what it took. This was what the journey was like. So those are just a couple of things that I have learned so far in organizing the event. And I really do want to, share so much more with you over these next few days. Now, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be kind of random when these episodes are gonna come out. Let me just be honest. I'm gonna try and do it quite often. Like almost every day, but probably on the weekends. My weekends tend to get really busy, so that probably won't happen. So, but that's okay. That's okay because that's part of the journey. And I hope that you take away something from this episode, guys. Please let me know if you've got any questions. You can reach out to us on socials. We are at Africana Woman across every social platform. Just look for Africana Woman. And you can also email us, africanawoman@gmail.com. Or I know a lot of you know my WhatsApp. So just send me a DM and say, hey, sis, I want to know, I've got this question. Could you answer it on the podcast? I'm very, very happy to do so. And yeah, that is pretty much, I guess, what I wanted to say for this first episode. Guys, thank you so much for supporting and just being part of Africana Woman. I love you so, so much. I wish you knew. At the book club party, I almost didn't go. I almost didn't go. And I was like, no, you have to go. And I just said, okay, fine. I made a plan and ended up going. And I was just when you look around and you're seeing all these beautiful women conversating, networking, you know, catching up, hugging each other, just our Wandy. Guys, if you have something on your heart that God has asked you to do, and you're sitting there thinking, no, it's not possible. Shani, you've got all these different excuses. I just want to say to you, do it. Do it. This was an idea. Africana Woman was an idea in 2020. Started off as a blog, then we did the podcast, and then the community grew around it. Like, it was an idea, and it blows my mind. It gives me goosebumps when I see people come together because of Africana Woman, because they just identify themselves as these beautiful, strong, amazing women who are out to conquer the world and want to do it in a loving, supporting community. I wish you were. Do whatever is on your heart. Start today. Start today, babes. Just start today because it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. So, guys, remember the Africana Woman Festival is on the 2nd to the 3rd of August. 2nd to the 3rd of August. It's a Friday and a Saturday. It's the long weekend. You people who are in Zambia, it's that long weekend, Kayaka weekend. For agric show area, meaning that no matter which town you're in, you can come, okay. All right. And it is just going to be a beautiful celebration of your womanhood in every single, like, hi, you're going to have a good time. Like, the things that are planned. You're gonna have a good time. So please get your tickets today. Go to the website africanawoman.com/festival. Get your tickets today. And there are people that are asking me, oh, Chulu, is there like an online version? Guys, when I tell you that my mind is already full with just the physical part of it, see, I'm like, "Ugh, I can't even now add that element right now. Maybe we'll do it next year. But for this year, I really want to focus on getting the physical part right. We are recording, for people who are just simply not able to come in person. We're going to record it, and then we are going to have that available post the event. You can pay to have access to the content after the event. Okay. So, yeah, but can I just say, being in the room and actually just feeling the emotions, feeling the vibe is much, much more impactful than watching it after the fact. So I highly recommend that you come through. Come through for the Africana Woman Festival because this is for you. This is special. And yeah. So my name is Chulu. I am your host. And this is The Journey to the Africana Woman Festival.